If one genome from a Siberian child can change the scientific consensus that our ancestors came from at least one other human branch, then every other buried genome or hidden fossil suddenly becomes a potential revolver pointed at our origin myths. This leads us to the Tadros Mountains, which were once part of a green Sahara around 8,250 BC. In the Tadros of Libya, two women were buried between around 5,200 BC and 4,300 BC. When scientists sequenced their DNA, they found a completely unique North African lineage, one that split from the ancestors of non-African populations at the time of the original out-of-Africa migration around 60,000 years ago, and then survived through the Sahara's wet green phase before vanishing again. At first glance, their burials look like any other early pastoralist site, but when Nader Salem's team sequenced their genomes, the results didn't fit. These Takakori herders carried a North African ancestry component so distinct it remained unchanged through the Green Sahara before disappearing once more. Even stranger, they show just 0.15% Neanderthal DNA, 10 times less than Levantine farmers and far above the 0% of most sub-Saharan Africans. What does this tell us? A community with only the slightest mix of outside genes. Their closest genetic cousins come from the Epipaleolithic foragers of Tafaralt Cave in Morocco, but even that link is faint, which shows how uniquely isolated the Takakori people were. What forced these people into oblivion? The climate that turned grasslands to desert, or newcomers who replaced them? And if Africa hid this branch for millennia, what other lost peoples are buried under shifting dunes, alpine ice, or Arctic permafrost, waiting to rewrite our origin story? Takakori's story shows us that Africa wasn't one melting pot population, but a mosaic of peoples whose lives and legacies can disappear without warning. That fragility is a real lesson. Every community we fail to remember is one fewer piece in our puzzle of identity and one more victory for the forces that prefer a simple, single-threaded past. In September 1991, high in the Ötztal Alps on the border of Austria and Italy, hikers stumbled upon the naturally mummified body of a man, later named Ötzi, preserved in ice for over 5,000 years.